What's up, Buttercups? It's Gold Pikachu here, and today we are doing a bonus video! We're going to be explaining painting, crocheting, and making the coaster. For the painting, materials, you're going to need a paint, paintbrush, unpainted coaster, obviously. The top has to be Mod Podged and fixative already, and newspaper. At least it is recommended. So then we start working. All right, this is where it gets super complicated. Are you ready for this? You paint the back and don't forget the sides. If you get paint on the top, have no fear, since you fixative the top already. Just take a cotton swab with some water or your finger and some water. Either way, you need water, and scrub it. Scrub it either after it dries or before. Oh, one thing. Try to cover all that marker stuff you tested out before. Sometimes it helps to add white to it to make the pigment more solid, especially if you want to use yellow or other light colors. And don't worry about getting paint on the back, as long as it's flat. Now do that 9 more times if you're making 10 coasters, which, as you can see here, she definitely did make 10 coasters, which is freaking crazy. So now it's time for the crocheting part. Let's look at the materials. Coaster, some scissors, some tacky glue, crochet hook, and some yarn. She is using yellow in this tutorial because it's easy to see on camera. This is a tiny bit challenging for those who don't know how to crochet, so we'll start slow. If you want to replace this, you could use felt or some other material. So now we're going to start working. If you know how to crochet, then just double the crochet squares to be glued under the coaster. She did 10 to 12 stitches for each coaster depending on how thick the yarn was. You were going to use the beginner's pace, as if I've ever crocheted before. I have not crocheted before. That looks crazy. If you're listening and have no idea what the word crochet means, then don't worry your pretty little head. Make a loop like this, then put your index and thumb in it, stretch the yarn across the loop and pull it through. Now you've got a loop for your yarn hook to go in. Chain stitch, whatever the frick that means. No one knows what chain stitch is. Chain stitch, 10 to 12 stitches, unless they've crocheted before, then they do know what a chain stitch is, and I just sound like a pleb. How to do a chain stitch. Oh, great, you explained it. Put your yarn over your hook, not under, but over your hook. Man, over-explain much. I'm kidding. Put your yarn over the hook, not under, but over your hook. And pull the yarn through the loop, and boom. Done. You got a massive chain stitch right there. Just kidding. You just got one link in your chain. And then you got to keep doing it over and over. Anyways, chain stitch 10 to 12 stitches depending on your block, hook, and yarn size. Now, double crochet. So make one extra chain stitch longer than your width. Might want 2, but she made hers too big. She made hers too big. Dang it. Then put the yarn over your hook. Push through the chain stitch that is 2 stitches in. Wrap yarn around your hook. Pull through. Wrap your yarn again and pull through. And do it again one more time, and you did a double crochet stitch. Do that for the row. To start a new one, chain stitch 2, then turn and double the crochet the rest of your row. I don't know why it twisted, but wee! She wrote that herself. I just wanted to say it because it looked fun. Okay, so now she's getting a bit faster, but she'll time lapse it. Obviously, it's time lapsed. The time has lapsed, and you need to go. You need to hurry up and finish this crochet. Oh my god. This is so long. Why? Why would anyone do this? It's just so much work. I don't understand. Anyways, if you make a mistake, just take out the hook and pull the yarn until you reach where you want to be. Tie it off. Cut the extra yarn off. Then sew the excess back in. Oh my god.
Gotta stretch it out.
Oh my gosh, she's gonna glue it down.
Oh,
where's the freaking glue?
I know! Get it out! Glue.
Girl! Oh, there's the glue! Oh my god, the glue's here.
Everybody, the glue's here!
Everyone, the glue's here. Don't worry. Oh, the glue's going on.
Spread that.
Spread that glue. Spread that glue. Bada bada. Oh, she's gonna take the cotton swab. Oh, very nice. Very nice technique.
You gotta do a little swirly swirly.
Take notes, ladies and gentlemen. That is a master crafter right there. Anyways, pressing it down to make sure it's sticking. Very important. You don't want it to come off.
That'd be so sad.
Right. So then you got to put then once you're done gluing it, put some weight on it, like a glass of water, so it dries as flat as it can.
Woo.
Woo. Anyways, oh my god, look at those fingers fly. You know, I used to know how to knit, which is different from crocheting, but it's a little similar, but not really. But I used to know how to knit because there was like a knitting class in my old like elementary school, and I was like, I want to do it. But then my elementary school closed down and I just forgot how to knit.
That's so sad.
Yeah, I tried to pick it up again, didn't work.
Aw.
Didn't happen for me. But it was okay, you know, sometimes that's just how it is. I'm creative in other ways. I do drawings.
Drawings.
I do
See, I just
digital drawings.
I just undid stuff.
She just undid stuff. See, even people who know how to do it have to
Fail.
redo it. They fail. And that's okay. Failure is important. If you don't fail, you can't succeed.
So inspirational.
Thank you. I've been reading the Try Guys new book.
I thought you could be like, I've been reading Toddler Quotes.
I've been reading your mind.
Oh god. Oh my god. You're so
I know where your family is.
because you're in my house.
I have access. I have unlimited access to your resources. I'm really thirsty, but that's not important right now. I can get water later.
Later.
10 years later. I like how it's a time lapse. It is going. It's going fast. It's going a fast time lapse, but it still feels like it's taking just forever. Oh, we're done. So now on to the coaster holder. We're doing 5 coasters per holder. So she's making 2 coaster holders. The materials. You're gonna need your carving tools. You're gonna need your chopsticks. She used 2 pairs per holder. You're gonna need E6000 glue, pencil, sandpaper, wood. Either use a block like we did before for the coasters, or make your own. You're DIYing everything else. Why not just make your own block? I was talking to the people.
To the people.
To the people.
Hello, people.
Hello, people of the universe.
On the other
Side. Oh, now we're working. So you're gonna cut out 2 squares and stand them down. One square for each holder, then figure out where you want your coasters and therefore the chopstick poles to be. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. You want your markers to be as light and small as possible. Gotta make... She made hers darker on purpose so that the camera could see it. She's so nice, so considerate. Once you're done doing that, stack your finished 5 coasters together and mark how you need to cut the chopsticks. She used 8 total chopsticks, or 4 pairs, math, because you want to use the rectangular part as the bottom piece, so they would be all the same size. Then cut all the chopsticks down and sand them, because you don't want them to be rough, because the rough wood sucks.
It really does.
It really does. It hurts. You could get a splinter.
And I'm gonna say paper cut.
Oh no, it's not paper. It's wood.
I know, that's what I would say because I'm dumb.
You
Then I'd be
could-
like, wait, this is not paper.
I had a splinter once when I was young. Man, it was the worst.
Have you ever gotten a splinter in your foot and then it healed over the splinter?
No, did that happen to you?
It's bad.
Oh my god.
It hurt. I
That's-
had to like cut it and then get it out.
Awful.
I performed surgery on myself.
One time I had a bee sting.
Oh.
And it just could not get it out. And it was just,
Oh.
I could see it. I could see the stinger.
You.
I could see the stinger just in my hand. And I was
Nope.
just like, and it happened in such a way, the way I got stung was such a strange way, because I was holding something. And then I just moved my hand and suddenly a bee just stung it. Like it just,
hey.
like I moved my hand up and the bee went, BAM!
They thought
like
you were
it
as
went
beautiful
down.
As a flower.
Don't even.
The bee movie in real life. Everyone
Freaking hell.
unsubscribes.
I hate the bee movie.
I hate the bee movie.
Anyways, once you're done sanding them down, glue the sticks down. Apparently, it's easier to put the glue on the sticks and then attach them to the square. Who'd have thunk? You should probably let them dry with some weight on them so that, you know, they stick properly. She used the coasters. Effective.
There you go.
And
It's a balance
then
in
it's done! Na-na-na-na-na-na. That's amazing. Look at all of these wonderful coasters. Very colorful, like the rainbow. I want to see your true colors. Anyways, that was the bonus video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe to Fiction Lover 987 and press a like if you enjoyed this crafty little video. And check out my channel, Go with Pikachu. It's going to be linked in the description down below. Take a look, see what you like. That's the end.
And it's only a year after the first video. I'm so good at this.
Bye-bye.